Okay, welcome to those of you that are filing in for this college fair. I'm just going to give it a few more seconds and I'll get started on some logistics and we will kick it off. Okay, well, welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling virtual fair and to our 6 panelists who will be talking about their wonderful institutions. A few things that are really important for this virtual fair. If you would like to communicate or ask a question, down at the bottom of your screen, there is a Q&A. So again, it's really important. At the bottom of your screen is a Q&A button. The panelists cannot see or hear you. So if you have a particular question for one of the institutions or all of them, hit that button and you can ask it in there. Otherwise, you'll have to communicate with the panelists outside of this virtual fair. Your camera and microphone are off again, so they cannot see you. That Q&A button is really important. You can sign up for more sessions, same place that you signed up for this one. A recording of this virtual fair will be available at strivescan.com/Illinois. We are going to start and kick it off with Paul Quinn.
Thank you, Christy. Appreciate that. I'm going to put my contact information in the chat now. So if anyone has any questions directly for us beyond this session, please let me know, in addition to a link to our virtual tour. But my name is Sean Witten. I am the Director of Admissions with Paul Quinn College here in Dallas, Texas. A little bit about me. I have been in college admissions for 10 years. I've had the opportunity to start from this amazing diet of chicken, cheese, and mashed potatoes. I am hungry, so I do mention that. But being able to now have this feast in helping students and families come into and make college their fantastic experience, like a meal unto itself. But I'm going to share my screen so that we have a better understanding and introduction to Paul Quinn in and of itself. So Paul Quinn is the oldest historically Black college in Texas. Our roots really began in 1872 in Austin, Texas, when we were started by AME church pastors who had a vision to start a school as a means to provide education to former slaves and their children. Since our inception, we've really been about this idea as education as a motivator, as a driver towards social mobility or economic mobility. And so we have been able to have so much success that we moved from Austin to Waco, Texas, in which we were so much important part of that city. We became known as the Athens on the Brazos. And that success catapulted us to our current location in Dallas. And our focus within the education throughout all of this was primarily on vocational training and offering a few courses in the liberal arts. We've now been able to carry and amplify that tradition of providing a quality faith-based liberal arts education that addresses not only academic, social, but also Christian development of our students. And we've done it through this innovative model of urban higher education because we're focused on academic rigor, experiential learning, and entrepreneurship. Under the leadership of our current president, Dr. Michael Sorrell, we've become one of the most innovative, inspiring small colleges in the United States. We identify not only as a historically Black college or university, but as a small, private, faith-based 4-year liberal arts inspired college with a reality-based education. What I mean by a reality-based education is that in 2015, we adopted a new student financial structure called the New Urban College Model, which among many other characteristics reduced student tuition and fees and provided our students with an ability to graduate with less than $10,000 of student loan debt, where now the national average is closer to $25,000 to $30,000. Our new urban college model allowed Paul Quinn the distinction now as an urban work college. There are currently 8 work colleges in the nation, but we are the first and only urban work college. The work college is designed to provide students with meaningful work opportunities, not only allowing you to better serve the Quinnite community or the Quinnite nation, but also develop the skills and habits and experiences that you'll need to be competitive in the 21st century job market. And you're doing that because you're actively contributing towards the cost of your education, either through a job on campus, or you're working with some of the corporate partners that you see on the screen now. Folks like JCPenney, Chase Bank, FedEx, NTT Data, and some of the legal offices that you might see on screen as well. All of our students have this opportunity as soon as they come in as a work-ready student leader. You could attend Paul Quinn each year at around $16,000 for a total cost of attendance, and have each year have an internship with one of these corporate partners at $15,000. So if you subtract the two over 4 years, it's a $1,000 gap in between. Your family bill for a 4-year education could only be $4,000. Our goal ultimately with that in mind is to provide justice as inspiration. We want to end intergenerational poverty and offer our students the opportunity to transform their ability into action and their potential into achievement, because we're looking to embrace the ideals of disciplined work, servant leadership, and taking on initiative for preparation of a life with financial freedom, community engagement, and building out an outstanding character. That's why we love in our mission what we call the 4 L's of Quinnite servant leadership: that you will be able to leave places better than you found them, that you will lead from wherever you are, that you will live a life that matters, and you'll love something greater than yourself. And that starts in the classroom itself, where you may be able to study in 7 different majors with 11 concentrations, having a core curriculum where the Quinnite arts themselves focus on entrepreneurial thought and action that helps you to not only adjust and solve problems, but be able to demonstrate appropriate communication skills, reasoning, have a historical consciousness, and social and cultural awareness. Within this, we offer now a new resource called the Urban Scholars Program, which is a completely accelerated 3-year online degree focused on that social justice aspect. In addition to this, our students continue their student voice being vibrant and engaged in our student life, in our campus community. When we are on campus, we thrive, and we do that through our family within a family, which is what we call the Black Greek life, or Divine 9 sororities and fraternities, in addition to the 45 different student clubs and organizations our students can engage in. No matter what you want to do, whether it's a HBCU Battle of the Brains team for computer science focus, young executives in the entrepreneurship club, or you're looking to be in the student government association, there is a family for you within this tight-knit community. In addition to this, the support doesn't stop from the campus life itself, but comes into play with what we call nation building, and the support that comes after your 4 years as well. Tedra Jackson is the young lady in the purple dress at the top corner. She's a 2015 graduate who went on to graduate school in California, has become a professional speaker, an author, and an HR consultant. And so certainly she's profitable, but at the same time, in the Quinnite Nation, we want to ensure that our students are purposeful. And so Tedra has, in her authorship, an Amazon best-selling book that focuses on mental health and spiritual well-being. And so certainly you want those two to go in tandem for your experiences after your 4 years at Paul Quinn. How do you get here though? Our admissions process looks as the follows. We have a minimum 2.75 weighted GPA on a 4.0 scale. Admission documents are listed there. It's a free application with no essay requirement and no tests, including ACT or SAT there as well. If you are looking to apply and or join our mailing list, feel free to scan our QR codes there as well. I see you there, Christy. So thank you all for your time.
Thank you. And feel free to put any information that you would like them to have in the chat. Next up, we have Mississippi State University.
Hey everybody, my name is Amelia Ramsey and I am one of our 2 admissions counselors in the Illinois area. So I handle students in Southern Illinois and I'm joined by my colleague Stephanie Newman who works with students in Northern Illinois. So I'm going to share this PowerPoint with you guys. Hopefully I can get it working here. Okay, awesome. So Mississippi State was founded in 1878. We were originally called Mississippi A&M, or Mississippi Agriculture and Mechanical College, and we were renamed to Mississippi State in 1932. Our A&M roots are some of the programs that we are most known for. So we have all of the agricultural programs that you could imagine, and we also are very well known for our engineering and our technical areas of study as well. We have just over 22,000 students enrolled on our campuses. We have our main campus in Starkville, as well as 2 smaller campuses in the South Mississippi area. And we have an average faculty to student ratio of about 21. So although we are a larger institution, we do try to prioritize that classroom environment and condense that, because we know that that is helpful for students when they're in the classroom setting. And we also have an average class size of about 35 to 40 students. Talking a little bit about our programs and majors, I don't want to get into too much detail simply because we do not have that much time, but we have 8 academic colleges, as well as the bottom right corner, we have a Shackles Honors College. The Honors College is available to students in any major, but it allows them to go a little bit deeper into their programs of study and have resources that we may not be able to offer to all 22,000 students, but we can offer to a smaller group. You can see here we have a bunch of diverse academic colleges. We have over 80 different majors and areas of study, as well as many concentrations within those majors. But we're most known for, again, our agricultural programs. We have a phenomenal vet school on our main campus with many animal science undergraduate degrees. We also are, again, known very well for our engineering. And then you can see here we have plenty of other academic areas as well that we specialize in. I want to mention student life just a little bit because obviously we want you guys to be involved in the classroom, but we also know that it's important to get involved in campus and everything that's going on around you as well. We have over 200 student clubs and organizations. So anything that you're interested in getting involved with, I guarantee we will have something that fits those interests. We have everything from Greek life to student government to intramural sports, student interest groups, like we have a Disney watching club and we have a Quidditch team. If you like Harry Potter, we also have plenty of professional honor societies, so you can learn different professional pathways that you can take your major with. But as you can see here, there's just a lot of different things that you can get involved with. And I encourage you as you're going through your college search to look for ways that you can get involved on each of the campuses that you're considering, because that is the way that you'll build community and really find your second home at your future college. I do want to talk a little bit about Starkville as well. Starkville, Mississippi is the town that we are located in. It is by definition a small college town. There are about 25,000 residents and there are about 22,000 students on our campus. So those numbers are pretty comparable. What that means is that we have a great supportive community of alumni and people that have connections to the university who are supporting our students, not just on our campus, but outside of it as well in that local community. So they put on lots of events for our students, such as farmers markets, outdoor concerts, art festivals, lots of ways for students to find things to do outside of just what's available on campus. And the town, since it is smaller, it kind of makes the transition to college a little bit easier because you are navigating a brand new large university, but you're not having to also navigate a huge urban city along with that. Talking about our application process is very straightforward. We open our application on August 1st at midnight every year. And so if you are currently a junior, then you will be able to apply as early as August 1st of this upcoming fall. If you're a senior currently, we encourage you to go ahead and apply. Our application will stay open throughout the next few months. So there's still plenty of time to apply. You'll just want to do the online application. It takes about 15 minutes to complete. There's no essay or teacher recommendations required. There's a $40 application fee. And then we'll get your high school transcript with your 9th through 11th grade grades. We did not require a test score for this fall, and we do not plan to require a test score for this upcoming fall either. So we just need that transcript to evaluate you for admission. We're also part of the Common App and the Coalition for College app. So those are great ways to apply as well. Talking a little bit about the cost, we do consider all students who are non-residents of Mississippi to be out of state. And so we do apply the non-resident tuition and fees for anyone who does not live in the state of Mississippi. There is one exception to that. We do have an out-of-state waiver for dependents of a military veteran, but that is the only out-of-state waiver that we currently offer. Our non-resident tuition is right under $24,000 a year, and then the room and board cost is estimated around $10,000. It's estimated because we have 17 different residence halls, and they're all different costs, but the room and board does include the housing as well as your meal plan for the full school year. Talking a little bit about ways to visit, we would love for you guys to come to campus. We offer campus visits in person Monday through Friday of every week. We will do them in the spring and the summer, as well as this upcoming fall. You can sign up for these visits on our website there, campusvisit.msstate.edu. We also do offer a virtual tour. So if you live too far away or you are not able to make it to campus, you can do a virtual tour with us at least twice a week. Every week we offer those. Again, the signups are on our website, virtualtour.msstate.edu. This is mine and Stephanie's contact information. I encourage you, if you have any further questions, please reach out to us. We would love to help you. And thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Next up, we will have Eckerd College.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brandon Oliver, and I'm an admissions counselor from Eckerd College. And I work specifically with students coming from the Midwest region. So I'm excited to be able to speak with you all tonight and share a little bit more information about some of the unique aspects of campus life at Eckerd with you guys. All right, so for starters, this is a great aerial shot of Eckerd's campus, and Eckerd sits on about 200 acres of land, and we are a small private liberal arts school in St. Petersburg, Florida, and a lot of students do flock to the area for some of the programs that we're going to be discussing later on in the presentation. But I will say that I hope you guys can get the chance to visit if you are interested. It's a really nice campus and very spread out for the student population. One of the things that stands out when you first look at the demographic makeup of Eckerd students is that about 80% of the students are from out of state, about 80% are from outside of Florida. And it kind of goes to speak to how our students are a little bit more adventurous and looking to broaden their horizons, take a risk when it comes to coming to college. The average college student will travel around 200, 250 miles in order to go to their college or university, while the average Eckerd student travels about 1,000 miles. So we definitely attract students from all across the US and all across the world. And it really goes to make campus a really great community feel. Students are really looking to make those connections from the time they get on campus until the time they graduate. Another thing worth noting is our academic calendar. So we have a 414 academic calendar where students will take 4 courses in the fall for fall term, 1 course in the winter for winter term, and then 4 courses again for spring term. And this allows for a bit of flexibility when it comes for students participating in studying abroad or even getting an internship or research opportunity. There are a ton of experiences that our students do like to participate in during that winter term and even during the summers. So with the academic calendar set up like this, it does allow for a bit of flexibility on the student's behalf. Additionally, something unique that we do just for first year students is what's called autumn term. So instead of having that 414 your first year students will arrive to campus a little bit before fall term starts and will be here for what's called autumn term. And this is kind of like an extended orientation process. It's a really great time to help with that transition from high school to college. So during autumn term, our only first year students will be on campus. They'll get introduced to all of the resources that campus has to offer, because typically colleges and university may do a 2 or 3 day orientation, but that's really not enough time to absorb all the information that the college has to offer. So here at Eckerd, we extend that for a process of 3 weeks, while at the same time, students will be able to take an academic course. And the courses that are taken during this time aren't just your regular general education courses, but they may be in some different subjects or fields that you may have not been able to explore while at the high school level. And there's also a community service aspect to autumn term as well. And another really great opportunity that happens is that this is when students meet with their faculty mentor. So all of our students are partnered with the faculty member who serves as their mentor. And so you're gonna work with them all 4 years while you're here at Eckerd until you graduate. And they're a really great resource for students whenever during their first year, trying to make sure students are getting adjusted to the college life, working on their time management, then eventually helping students find internships, research opportunities, all the way up until graduation and going out into that career field. And so right here, there's an example of some of the areas of study that we have here at Eckerd. All of the subjects within asterisks are also offered as a minor. So we have over 50 different programs that students can major in. Some of our most notable majors that students come here for is the marine sciences, animal studies, environmental studies, international business, and even our interdisciplinary studies. A lot of students will kind of mix and match their majors to kind of create their own field of study here. But yeah, there's a ton of different areas that students can choose to focus on. So now we're going to talk a little bit more about campus life. You know, one of the reasons, honestly, why students are first attracted here is because of our location on the Gulf Coast. And so Eckerd does have our very own beach on campus. We call it South Beach. And it is a great spot for students to come and hang out, de-stress in between classes. As you'll see in this picture, you'll see the dog. Eckerd is also one of the most pet-friendly college campuses in the United States. So if you're interested in having a pet, about half of our residence halls do allow animals on campus. Additionally, we have a great waterfront, which really serves three purposes. It serves an academic, service-oriented, and as well as recreational purpose. Speaking of academic, so a lot of times some of our courses will use the waterfront to participate in research from right here on campus. Again, one of our biggest majors is marine science. So that department will use the vessels to go out into the Gulf and collect samples and bring back those specimens and do research on it. And so the waterfront definitely has that academic purpose as well. There's a service component. We do have the nation's only maritime search and rescue team at the collegiate level. And so they work with the Coast Guard to respond to emergencies in the Tampa Bay area. Additionally, of course, students can rent out kayaks, sailboats, and all sorts of other water sports equipment to just enjoy. All right, so here are some of our application requirements. So students can apply through the Common App or through the Eckerd application on our website. You just have to submit your high school transcript, your WeAre test optional, a letter of recommendation, and yeah, so we do encourage students to apply for that early action deadline, but we do have rolling admissions. But you guys, I'm going to put my contact information in the chat, and it was really great being able to speak with you. Please don't hesitate to contact me with any other questions. But yeah, thanks. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Brandon. Okay, so next up we have Murray State University.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I always love when there's a beautiful beach being talked about, and then I am now going to talk to you about Murray, Kentucky. So let me go ahead and get everything pulled up here on my end. But while I'm doing so, I'll introduce myself. So my name is Trent Fenwick. I am one of the regional assistant directors in the Office of Recruitment at Murray State University. So if you don't know, Murray State, again, is located in Kentucky. Where we're located uniquely is that we are probably within about a 40-minute drive of the Illinois state line. So the really important thing to remember with us is that while we are in Kentucky, no Illinois student is considered out of state. So Murray is a really affordable choice for students. Again, because we know in the state of Illinois, a lot of students are just looking to get a little further away. So we want to give you that opportunity to go away to go to college without breaking the bank. So to kind of look at Murray by the numbers. So we are a mid-sized public institution, right around 10,000 total students. They're coming to us from all over the country, all over the world. And if you're looking to get a college degree, we probably offer it. So again, about 150 total academic programs. What I always kind of break it down to students and say is that we are your public school in the truest of senses. So again, 10,000 total students. You've got a lot of activities going on. We are Division I with athletics. So if you're looking to meet new people, get a little further away from home, you want to have Chick-fil-A right beside your dining hall, things like that. We seem like a big school. Study abroad, internships, all those buzzwords we know that you hear a lot of. Yeah, that really fits us. However, over here on the other side is that we're a lot smaller when it comes to the academic field, especially when it comes into the classroom. We're much more like a private institution. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, about 22 students in every class. And as a proud two-time alum myself, I can tell you your faculty will truly know who you are and you make your own impact whenever you come to campus. So if you're wondering where the heck is Murray, Kentucky, I've never heard of that. So we are, I say, if you use your hand like this, we're down here on the very southwestern tip in Kentucky. We're about 20 minutes from Land Between the Lakes and Kentucky Lake. So if you're outdoorsy, you like to kayak, you like to hike, you just like to be outside. Fishing is very popular as well in that area. It's very close to campus. You can kind of get out of class, go there, take a break, and come back. Murray, Kentucky itself is a small town. As you see there, there's about 20,000 residents who live there outside of our 10,000 students. It was ranked the friendliest small town in America by USA Today a couple of years ago. And it's truly that. Very mom and pop, very local, a lot of local restaurants. And you have people, even as you're walking around getting groceries, who want to know you or checking on you. Now, when I say small town, don't think that there's nothing there. We still have plenty of grocery stores, plenty of restaurants. And then again, going back to having that many students, there's a lot of activities, concerts, sporting events, and a lot of things to do there as well. Now, when it comes to that, so things to do outside of your campus experience, we really encourage students to get involved. So I know someone else has touched on this earlier. We have about 180 different student organizations, anything from your traditional fraternity and sororities. These are your professional organizations. Maybe also you're really strong in your faith, you're strong in your politics. We want to encourage students to get involved and kind of continue to cultivate those passions, those interests. Same with intramurals. If you're like me and I was a band kid all through high school, but I loved athletics, intramural sports is really going to be your chance to try something new. Or if you're that high school athlete who's sitting here right now thinking, I don't know if I want to be a Division I athlete, but I still want to play a sport in college, intramurals is your best way to do so. About 75% of our student body plays some sort of intramural sport on campus. Now, if you are a Division I athlete, or if you are like me and you're just a sports fanatic in general, and you want that rah-rah, go racers, you kind of want that school spirit. With us being Division I, we are big time about supporting our school. So if you are familiar with Murray State, you've probably heard of our basketball team. I would say keep an eye on our football team this year. So we are in the FCS. We just started playing. They just broke the top 25 nationally for the first time this year. So again, a lot of that camaraderie because we are a very traditions-rich campus. So again, there's only 10,000 racers. You know, we are in a pretty small area. So Racer One, so that football team I was talking about, anytime they score a touchdown, that horse runs around the track that surrounds the football field. The shoe tree on campus, the story goes that if you come to campus, you fall in love, you and your soulmate will come back and put your shoe on the shoe tree. Again, both of these things can kind of seem a little cheesy, but it's really part of our experience, especially with the shoe tree. I always say, even if you're not going to fall in love or you're not a hopeless romantic, it's just a testament to how easy it is to be comfortable and also to meet people on our campus. So this slide kind of tells you more about our academic programs. Those are our most popular majors over there as well. But again, I encourage students, if you are interested in a four-year degree, we probably have what you're looking for. Now, what makes us unique, and I'm very honest with students, is that we are an undergraduate focused institution. So we have a couple of graduate programs, but all of our faculty are really there to teach. So we don't have faculty who are just on our campus doing research, kind of off to their own, getting those dollars to themselves. So every lab that you see in our campus, if you visit and you kind of see all the technology, you go on our website and take a tour, everything that you see is for 18 to 21-year-olds to use, design, break, research, and kind of do on their own. So we really encourage students, if you want an undergraduate experience that's going to kind of put you in the spotlight, that's how we kind of set ourselves apart. So again, most popular majors there, nursing, of course, at the top. I always point out occupational safety and health for our students who love science. You like to help people. It's kind of a cool combination, and it is the highest paying major that we have after graduation. Now, for admission's sake, we are test optional, of course. We are looking for at least a 3.0 GPA. We are not on the common application. So if you fill out our application, it's a one-time $40 application fee, unless you qualify for a waiver. We have no essays, no recommendation letters. Truly, I used to joke when I gave these presentations, if you get bored, you can fill it out and you'll probably be done before I finish speaking. And then we get back with you within about 2 weeks, because what we're worried about more than anything is making sure that this is an affordable experience. So I mentioned before, Murray does not charge Illinois students out-of-state tuition. So we want to not only offer you your regional rate, which is what it's called, we also want to take these chunks of money out for you and award you these scholarships. So again, we are looking for ACT or SAT scores here. So you can kind of work your way up. There's no deadline for this academic achievement scholarship. And over here on the other side, our competitive application is looking more kind of at your resume. So clubs, sports, organizations, part-time jobs, mission trips. We're really asking you about those sorts of things because we want college to be as affordable as possible. My last few slides I'm going to click through here. Just know our campus dining opportunities are going to fill you up. We have a lot of food available for students. You are not going to go hungry. And then living on our campus is a huge part of what makes Murray State unique. just know as a freshman, you do get to choose where you would like to live. So that's my time. As John Morant will say, I'm pretty sure he's about to tip off for the Grizzlies here. Just contact us. Let us know if you need any help. That's my contact information there. You can just shoot me a text if that's easiest. But I really appreciate everyone's time and have a great night.
Thank you very much, and definitely put some information into the chats. Next up, we have University of South Florida.
Great. Thank you so much for having us tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully share my screen with you. I'm assuming it's sharing. I'm going to make sure. Okay, let's see. So my name is Christy Penman. I'm with the University of South Florida in sunny Florida. For those of you who are in Illinois, which is probably all of you, I'm hoping that you can see my screen. I have a feeling you may not be.
I can see it. It's not in presentation mode, but I can see it.
Oh, it isn't. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, is that better? I think we're doing a little bit better here.
I can still see it. So if you just slideshow present.
Yeah, for some reason I can't present. Okay, hold on one second. I apologize.
If you just click through it.
Yeah, here we go. I think it's going to work now. I couldn't share that. Okay, there we go. Much better. So my name is Christy Penman. I'm the regional recruiter for the Midwest. I actually live in Illinois myself. So I have been through this horrible winter with you as well, born and raised here. And so I feel your pains and maybe wanting to go somewhere a little bit warmer, a little bit sunnier. So we are University of South Florida in Tampa. As I had mentioned, we have 3 locations. We really have something for everyone. We have that very large, big school experience on our Tampa campus. Then we have our St. Petersburg campus where we have about 5,000 students. And then further down the coast, we have the Sarasota campus where we have just a couple thousand students. So if you're looking for that big school Division I experience, definitely want to consider our Tampa. If you're looking for more of that private school experience, we have our St. Petersburg campus. And then if you're looking for that very intimate experience, we have that Sarasota campus. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the University of South Florida, the application process. Just so you know, if you decide that you want to attend one of those campuses, you are actually applying when you start for any of the 3 campuses, and our application process is exactly the same. All of our requirements are exactly the same for any of the 3 campuses that we represent. So at the University of South Florida, our enrollment is about 51,000 students, total of 38,000 undergraduate students. However, we do try to keep our classroom sizes very small. So the average class size is about 33 students, even though we're a large campus, and your student to teacher ratio is 21:1. A point of pride for the University of South Florida is our diversity. 41.5% of our students have diverse backgrounds. We represent all 50 states along with 141 countries on our campus. And as I had mentioned, we definitely have something for everyone. We have either that large size campus experience, small size campus experience, and we have over 200 majors and concentrations. So I really think that we probably have something for everyone. These are the different schools that we have on our campus. Probably our most popular major and most competitive major is definitely our nursing program. And then that's followed by any of our sciences, either marine science or our College of Medicine. We have a phenomenal business program, engineering program, and just amazing opportunities for all our students. We also have an honors college. So if you're looking for an additional challenge while you're at the college, we definitely have that for you as well through our Judy Ginshaft Honors College. And I hope to get a chance to talk to you a little bit more about that in just a few minutes. So another point of pride for the University of South Florida is we're ranked number 46 among public universities in the U.S. News World Report. We're also ranked one of the best college values by U.S. News and World Report, and that is because we are a research university. We are a preeminent research university, and so what that means for you is that you get to start research as early as a freshman and continue that all the way up through your senior year. So we're really trying to build your resume while you're at college. Plus, we have great research on our campus, off our campus, being that we're in Tampa. We're definitely in a metropolitan area. We're about 25 minutes from downtown Tampa. If you did decide to attend the St. Petersburg campus, phenomenal businesses all over St. Petersburg, and that is right on the bay. So if you're looking for water, being from Illinois, you may be looking for that. So there are opportunities to learn how to sail. You can get your sailing certification on our St. Petersburg campus, rent a kayak, or even paddleboard. So I think that's really unique. Also, if you're a marine science major, we have a vessel that will take you right out into the bay and then out into the ocean to study your marine science animals. So another really cool thing about University of South Florida is we have over 700 clubs and organizations amongst our 3 campuses. So we pretty much have something for everyone. However, if you say, hey, you know what, you don't have this club I'm interested in, gather 10 to 12 of your best friends along with a professor to endorse your club, and you will be the CEO, CFO of your own club on campus. We have over 1,000 campus events throughout our university. We have a great theater program, dance program. We have a phenomenal music program. So if you've been involved in music throughout high school, definitely encourage you to do that as well. We have a marching band as well as professional singers, and then also orchestra, and then regular band instruments. As I mentioned, we are a Division I school, or part of the NCAA Division Athletics. We also have intramurals and recreation sports on campus. So if you're looking to maybe not do Division I, we do have clubs and intramural sports for you as well. Something unique to University of South Florida and unique to any college in the nation actually is we have our own Publix. I compare this to like a Jewel Osco of Illinois, and that is actually right on our campus, and students really enjoy being able to get some groceries if they wish and cook even in their own apartment style living. So that's kind of unique to University of South Florida. Also, you do not have to give up your Portillo's chocolate cake obsession because there's actually Portillo's about a mile from our campus for you Illinois students. I think you'll be very excited to hear about that. As I had mentioned, we also have the Honors College, and that is a very competitive program on our campus. It will allow you to have different research opportunities, different study abroad opportunities, and there's also a scholarship as part of that. So there's automatic admission into our Honors College, and then there's also an application process. So if that is something you're interested in, please let us know. We'll make sure that we get you that information. We also have many study abroad opportunities on our campus, so that is something that you want to do. We go to over 100 different countries, so please definitely participate in that if you have the opportunity while you're at USF. Another great thing about University of South Florida is we have different types of housing options. We have traditional, suite style, apartment style. We even have living learning communities. This is where you live and learn with students who have the same major or interest as you. And you are not limited as far as which kind of dorm you can choose as a freshman. You can also bring your car on campus. There's about a $200 parking fee if you decide that it is something you want to do. All faculty, staff, including myself, have to pay for parking, being that we are a state public university in Florida. So freshman admissions process. So we are on the Coalition and the Common App. We also have our application online. There's a $30 application fee. We do accept ACT, SAT, or NACAC fee waivers. We do not require personal statements, letter recommendations, or resumes. We're just looking at your official high school transcript and your official test scores. We are not test optional in the state of Florida. All state public universities and colleges are all requiring test exams. It's just a law set forth by the Florida Board of Governors. So we do need those tests. So do as best as you can. Also, we do super score. So we will capture each of the best tests from the subject areas that you have taken and come up with a new score for you. So that also helps our students with the super scoring. So just kind of an admissions overview, dates and deadlines. Definitely want to make sure that you get your application in.
You're just at the end of your time.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm just going to go ahead and fly through these slides. Definitely give me a call. If you have any questions, I'll make sure to put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Yes, definitely put that in the chat. And next up, we have University of South Carolina.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start this here. That's not what I meant to press. My name is Rajanda Robinson, and I am the regional admissions representative for the University of South Carolina. I am located in Chicago. So like all the rest, I am here in Illinois. A couple of things about the University of South Carolina. So we are located in Columbia, South Carolina, which is the capital. So with that comes a lot of opportunities. Last year, we were able to give over 11,700 internships to our students. And that's because we have over 30 Fortune 500 companies right in Columbia. And then we're also only an hour and a half from Charlotte, an hour and a half from the mountains, and an hour and a half from the beach. The University of South Carolina has a little over 35,000 students on our campus, so we're considered a large public, if that is what you are looking for. Our freshman class this past year had about 44% of students from out of state, and Illinois is in the top 10, which is great. You'll always have people from Illinois. They'll know what you're talking about when you say LSD. They'll know what you're talking about when you talk about Portillo's. And then they will also know, those quick flights that you can take straight from O'Hare straight into Columbia. And the airport's about 10 minutes from our campus. We also have students that are all from all 50 states, and I just listed the top 10 here on this slide, but you will find students from all 50 states. A little bit about our academic colleges and schools. So these are all of the areas that students can be admitted into our university, into South Carolina, and we do admit by major. And so if you are interested in music, you can be admitted directly into music, sports management. You can also be admitted into any of those programs. The only two that we have a little bit of a caveat with is the the College of Nursing, and then the International Business Program within the Darla Moore School of Business. Those are going to be the only two programs that are not direct admit unless you are admitted into the South Carolina Honors College. The South Carolina Honors College is actually one of the top public honors colleges in the country, and with that, we get a ton of applications. So just for example, this year we had about 4,600 applications for about 600 spots. And so if you are admitted into the South Carolina Honors College, you will be able to be directly admitted into International Business Program, which is #1 in the country, and also into the College of Nursing, which has, for the past about 7 or 8 years, had a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX, which is the board exam needed to become a nurse. The Carolina Elite programs, and like I mentioned before, the Honors College, the Top Scholars Program, and the Capstone Scholars Program, all of these programs, except for Capstone Scholar, do require an application with your admissions application. So there is an Honors College application. If you apply to the Honors College, you will be automatically considered for the Top Scholars Program, which includes 95 full ride scholarships. These are going to be the required courses that we have at the University of South Carolina for English, for math, the lab science. The foreign language, we require 2 years of the same foreign language. And I know for Illinois, a lot of the high schools don't have a fine arts requirement, and we know that. So we don't want you to drop, AP chemistry to take ceramics. But we will just look at your transcript, find another academic elective or something else on your transcript, and use that to fill your fine arts credit. So don't worry about if you don't have that fine arts credit, we still want you to absolutely apply. If you have any questions about a class or where a class may go, just let me know. But the general rule of thumb is whatever category your school puts the class as, that is what we were going to use it as. This is the freshman profile. One thing I do want to note for Capstone, for honors, and for the full freshman class is that these numbers, we did not super score the ACT, and super scoring is when if you take the test multiple times, we're able to create you a new composite. We did not do that for the ACT in these numbers, but we did do it for the SAT. So just keep that in mind. Last year, or this application cycle, we were test optional. They haven't made a decision yet for us next year, but as soon as we know, you guys will know as well. But if a student was going to apply test optional, we would have them fill out the required supplemental materials form, and that would include either 3 AP scores, a graded writing a sample, or you could also submit SAT or ACT scores. We are on the Coalition, the Common App, and the U of SC application, so we don't care which one you use. The deadlines are all going to be the same for any of them. We will accept fee waivers from basically anywhere, and the school report will actually come from your school. Everything that we ask for is going to be self-reported, so you can just go ahead and take a picture, put those things into the website, and we will use them for your application. These are the deadlines, and they're basically going to be the same for every year. The early application, which is non-binding. It goes out October 15th, and we want you to give us all of your information by November 2nd, and you will get your decision in December. December 1st is going to be our regular application deadline, and we just need all of your credentials by February 1st, and you will get your decision by mid-March. This past week was actually our decision week. The Honors College application is going to be due in November 15th and then December 1st for the letters of recommendation, and then you will get your honors decision also in February. We are open to visit, so if you would like to visit campus, please come down. The only difference that we have this year is that you do need to wear a mask, and we are asking that all people register before coming to campus. We don't allow walk-ins anymore on our campus, but we are open. There's also virtual tours that you can take. There's also department tours that you can take as well. Some of them are already online. Others are at a specific time of the day. And lastly, here's the contact information for the Office of Undergrad Admissions. Contact your rep is also on there. And I would definitely recommend, if you are on social media, to follow the U of SC admissions Instagram account, because they do student takeovers, which I think is a great way for you guys to see how students are on our campus and kind of what their life is like now. And then I would also recommend, you can also follow me, U of SC Rajanda, on Instagram, and I try to post as much as possible. I'm also going to put my contact information inside of the chat. Thank you all and have a great day.
Thank you. So that actually takes us to the full 45 minutes. So I'm just going to give a last opportunity for any of our panelists to throw any more information into the chat for our attendees. Again, this is recorded, so there will be access to the students for this when they go back to it in about a week. So again, thank you so much for joining us. When you exit out of here, there is a quick 4-question survey that will appear. There are more sessions available. And again, a recording of this will be available at strivescan.com/Illinois. Thank you so much. Good luck in your search for the perfect fit for you after high school. And thank you so much to all our panelists for the insight to their institutions. You all have a good night and stay well.